The question is, what's the very best way to get into very nice neighborhoods so I can show off my quality, so that I can get more lawns from neighbors? So I'm going to give you the very best way. Here's what we did. Here's what we've done. Here's what's worked well for us. So you say it. You said very nice neighborhood. So I'm going to assume we're talking about affluent clients, clients that have money, clients that are busy, clients that maybe travel. Maybe they have a housekeeper. I don't know what very nice means to you in your area, but that's what I have in my mind as I answer this question. So I just wanted to be clear what I was thinking. So we're talking about people that can afford to buy your services, that live in nice places, and predominantly in these neighborhoods, they're buying lawn care services. It's not, every fifth house uses a lawn care company. It's the majority use a lawn care company. So what we've done, you asked for the best, so here's the one best. What we did is we produced a newsletter. So this may be more work than you were looking for, but it's the best. We produced the newsletter. It's a 4-page newsletter. The newsletter did not talk very much about lawn care. The newsletter talked about all kinds of other things. So it was, say, a March newsletter, and it talked about things that happened in March, things that happened 20 years ago in the month of March, articles about health, and different things of that sort. And then it had 2 or 3 specific articles, short little blurbs about lawn care that we wrote. It also had some testimonials from our clients. It reminded the clients on the back page of all the services that are coming due for that month, what you might want to do in that particular month. And it had a few other little elements that thank you to one of our specific clients. We called out a specific client that had been with us for several years and thanked them for their service. So it was unique. It took some time to construct. There are means to go out and buy newsletter templates from other companies. I wouldn't buy anything too fancy. You want this to look like it was produced at your office. You want it to look like it was produced by you. I wouldn't do all color. I'd do one color. I would make it look nice, but I would make it look real, like you really sat down at your company and produced this thing, and you didn't go buy it. But there are templates you can buy. The best templates are not full of lawn care information. Nobody wants to read about lawn care information. Nobody cares how trees are trimmed, and nobody cares, why leaves, whatever. Nobody cares how you mow a lawn. What they care about is gossip and politics and current events and things that happened 30 years ago, and tidbits, facts, health, how to lose weight, all those things you see in Vogue and People and men's health, fitness, things like that. That's what people care about. What do people read in life? What will people look at the newsstand? That's what they care about. That's what they want. That's what's going to get them. That's what they're going to read. Give them that stuff and intertwine it with a few articles about lawn care. So what we did is we produced the newsletter. It was we printed it on a big sheet of paper. So imagine a sheet of paper like this that was then folded in half. So once folded in half, it formed a full sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, and then we folded it one more time. So it was the equivalent of 4 pages, but it was just the way it was folded. It wasn't cut and bound or anything of that sort. So it wasn't too terribly expensive to produce. And then inside of the newsletter, so we took the newsletter, inside of the newsletter, I wrote a 3-page sales letter allowing clients to test drive our lawn care service for 3 weeks. So they could test drive it and for free for 3 weeks. So pretty bold offer. They could try us out for 3 weeks. We just mow the lawn. And we proved to them that we're better than who they have now. Now, the only reason I did this is because we were talking about a neighborhood with clients that could afford our services, that were probably not going to cancel their lawn care service just to get 3 free weeks of mowing. They weren't going to go to all that trouble. 3 weeks of free mowing was a non-issue to them. They don't care about saving 3 weeks of mowing. But it was a hook. It was a way to get in there and do something that other lawn care companies don't do. It was a way to make a guarantee. I had 3 guarantees in it. I guaranteed the quality of the service. If they didn't like it, they could get their money back. I don't remember what the other 2 guarantees were now, but there were 2 other guarantees in there as well. So I had a headline, I had guarantees, I had a compelling offer. The 3-week test drive will come mow your lawn for 3 weeks. So most guys would never do this. Most people will never try this. And if you try it in the wrong neighborhoods, you could get burned. But it was very successful. It was a neighborhood comprised of very successful families. I did the newsletter. Inside the newsletter was the 3-page sales letter. So it had a high open rate because it was unique. What's this newsletter thing? They opened up, there's the sales letter, and we had a very, very good response doing this. We've had a very good response, and it led to some high dollar sales, led to some maintenance, led to some landscaping, and that's the best thing we've ever done to get into high quality neighborhoods. So the reason we did that is these people are bombarded with marketing, they're busy, and you need to look different. If you want to catch their attention, you've got to do something completely different. Just sending them a postcard may work, but you've got a much better success rate or a much better chance of success by doing something out of the ordinary, doing something unique, and then making an out of the ordinary offer and making out of the ordinary guarantees. These people are generally professionals. At least in our case, they were business owners and doctors and lawyers and successful people, older retired people that had some money. You got to catch their attention. They're professionals. You've got to give them something unique. You've got to stand out. You've got to look different than every other lawn care company. That's what we did. And that was the most successful thing we've done. That got us in the neighborhoods, and then we did our street marketing from there. We did our 5-arounds, we did our street mailers, and then we grew out the neighborhood once we were in it. But that's what got us in.